Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
The Vedas deal most importantly with the question of what is the nature of the absolute truth? What is the cause of all causes? What is the primordial cause? What is the origin of everything? And the different portions of the Vedas deal with different subjects, but the Vedanta, which is the summary of the Vedas, specifically goes into answering this question. And it is this question which is most important and relevant for all of us at any stage of life. So the Vedanta is summarized in what's called the Bhagavad Purana, or Srimad Bhagavatam, wherein the nature of this absolute truth is fully described. And there are other places also in the Vedas which give its information, Bhagavad Gita, and even some of the yoga texts. The Yoga Sutras also indicates this Ishvara, or this original being. So according to the Yoga Sutras by Patanjali, he mentions actually this same concept that we're discussing of Ishvara, or a controller. And he describes that controller as a conscious being, as a supreme being, the most special soul. He describes it. We're a soul, we're Atma. There's also Paramatma, the supreme soul. And he mentions that this perfection of samadhi is attained through various ways, or it is also easily attained through devotion to Ishvara, to God. So he is actually a theistic presentation that he gives. It's subtle, but it's there at the same point. Tapa svadhyayeshvara pranidhanani kriya yoga. Kriya yoga. Kriya yoga, the path of action, consists of self-discipline, study, and dedication to the Lord. So again, this word Ishvara is coming up. Pranidhanani, submission to, and Ishvara, the supreme being, Brahman, Parabrahman, God, the controller. So in Sanskrit, that has many implications, but generally it's understood as the supreme controller, because we're all a controller. I can control things, but there's one controller that controls everything. And that is one of the qualities of Bhagavan. Ishvara and Bhagavan are also synonymous. And Parabrahman. Brahman means spirit. Para means the supreme spirit. So in the Vedanta philosophy, then Ishvara is this personal God. Now, he has an impersonal feature, but that's not his highest aspect. The impersonal Brahman is described as the rays of his body, the Brahmajyoti. So there is an impersonal reality, but our point is that that's not the ultimate reality. The impersonal, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Brahmano hi pratishtaham. I am the source of Brahman. Brahman is an energy. So we don't accept that the impersonal Brahman is the source, but rather it's an emanation. It is the energy of Ishvara. That is the conception in the Bhakti school. The Bhagavatam also affirms Vedanti tat tattva vidhas tattva yaj jnanamadvayam. Learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth, they describe it in three features. Brahmeti, some say Brahman, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti shabdite. It's described as Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. So Brahman is that all-pervading impersonal energy. The light, the white light. It's a joke. They say, I see the white light. Yeah, it's a reality. It's a spiritual, non-dual reality. That's Brahman. But as that realization matures and is infused with a particle of bhakti, that Brahman reveals itself as Paramatma within the heart, God within the heart of every living being and every atom. That's why every atom displays the symptom of consciousness, because Paramatma is there in everything. And as that Paramatma realization, it fructifies, it ripens, or it crystallizes into Bhagavan, the highest aspect of the Absolute, which is a personality of Godhead, Krishna. Krishna is the source of both Paramatma and Brahman. So this realization of God, it matures actually from a very broad understanding, which is a little vague. It's also described sometimes if I see a hill in the distance. All I can see is it's brown and a little green. So it's a hill, it's there. But if I get a little closer, I start hiking the hill. I say, wow, there's trees, there's animals, there's houses. Oh, I didn't see that before. I'm closer to the Absolute Truth. And then when I actually go on the hill, and I get to the top of the hill, and I meet the owner of the hill, and then I understand, oh, this is the real nature of the hill. From back there, I couldn't make it out so well. I got closer, I saw some of it, and now I'm meeting the owner of the hill face to face. He knows everything about the hill. So like that, the God realization progresses to the personal level. And this is what Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita, and Vyasadeva, and all the great acharyas, in even Shankaracharya, that this Bhagavan, the possessor of all opulences, all knowledge, all power, all beauty, all fame, all power, strength, all renunciation. Bhaga is an opulence, so Bhagavan, he who possesses all of these in full. God has to be omniscient. He has to be all-knowing. He has to be all-present.